Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. It's spooky season.
And the O is for off camera because I see the camera has shifted and I'm almost out of the picture.
How'd that happen?
The camera shifts.
Okay, well, looks fine to me, but
Why do you have all that space on your side that I have
know.
none?
I don't know.
Look in your monitor. See?
I see it, but I don't know.
Okay.
So go fix it.
I'm going
Go fix
to.
it while I talk.
Well, that you can do.
Well, we did it, people. We did
Hi,
it.
Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. Are you going to go fix it and get out of my microphone?
I'm going to fix you.
Jeez, oh, Pete's, I can't say anything.
Here's someone
He
who's
doesn't
fixed.
want me to announce that we did it. We did our election prediction video, so that will be coming out sometime in the near future. We've got some editing to do on it. Hey, 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 that is not for you. Hi, Sonny.
Looks great on the show.
Well, they're being moved. Our little treat for the holidays. So that'll be coming out soon. And it's hot. It's spooky season. Be prepared. We're going to be unleashing some giveaways soon. So stay tuned. It won't be this week, I think, but it'll probably start sometime next week if we can get focused on a certain plan we're trying to put in place. Okay. So let's see. Let me make sure I've got everybody. Nicole, I think, is the only one I missed now. All right, and we got Violet taking the list and the questions. Now remember, you don't have to leave a question, but if you are not here when you're called, then we have to move on.
There's no guarantee that you'll get back in.
So we can't just squeeze you in. We'd have to put you at the end.
Sure.
And that depends how many people we have, right? Right. So today, for the collective, because I like to focus on giving some creators their just due.
You'll have to wait for your turn.
Okay.
I was doing something for Violet.
Oh, Violet. Okay. The Halloween Oracle Guidebook. Sorry, Violet. I'm just being silly. Halloween Oracle Guidebook by Stacy DeMarco. And these are the cards. They're really nice. I'm using one for the collective tomorrow. Hey. Your post can wait.
Hi, Kara.
I'm kidding. Hi, Kara. I'm going to have Mr. O pick one out of here for us. I believe they are all read upright.
I want that one.
Well, get it. What is it?
Barbara? No.
I couldn't see if that was an N or an M. Barmbrack, sweetness and synergy. Mr. O has apparently never heard of Barmbrack.
Nope.
A pea, a cloth, a coin, a ring and stick. Within a loaf of speckled sweetness, slice it and eat it. A glimpse of my fate's completeness. That's just something that is added there. This is about sweetness and synergy. So, when this card is pulled, the author says, it indicates a curiosity to know what is ahead, but it's important to balance that with the now. After all, we have the tools to change our future should we choose. The sweet synergy of Barmbrack, all the ingredients, including the objects, are more complete and powerful together than they are individually, should encourage you to seek your own sweet spot. Well, there's a few things mentioned here, but I think it's one thing to want to always know our future, but living in the here and now is really important. Our future is based on what we do here right now. And so that's, I think, a real integral message to this card.
Be in the moment.
Be in the moment.
Or as a famous song once said, love the one you're with.
Okay.
You can't always be with the one you love, so love the one you're with.
Be here now is another nice saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's what we have for the collective.
I saw that, Kara.
We will move on with our tarot readings, and I've got all my spooky decks out here. Maybe some are not so spooky. And some are really spooky. You got a spirit box! Ah! My dream! I want to get a spirit box. I've been thinking about it for a long time. Kara, you're always beating me to the good stuff. Okay, so Asala is first, and the question, who is my destiny? What kind of person will he be? Well, that can be your deck, and do you want to try to do it my way?
Sure.
I think it's more about the person he will be, not about their life together, what kind of person he will be. So we'll read the cards kind of accordingly to that. We'll still do, the court card, the major arcana, and the other, but it's really focused on the kind of person that will be.
Okay, you'll direct.
I will. Okay.
I'm going to use my Olympus Tarot.
I'm bringing these back out. His tail, was kind of getting in the way of them. We've got our favorite big stores sugar pumpkin cookies. They're a nice size. Cut out cookies. They're very, very good.
Okay, so I flipped to the first court card.
Yeah.
And it is the upright Queen of Swords.
Okay. This person is incredibly, I don't know if I want to say analytical. I love to leave some of that for the Pentacles, but they're very astute, and they know how to cut through like the layers to get to the facts, to get to the heart of things. They're very objective. They're very fair-minded. And, this kind of person could be somebody who probably match you age-wise as well. And I also think here, and maybe maturity-wise as well, and I think here that they could be involved in government or the legal professions, or maybe even, some scientific pursuits. I could see that.
I like that. I also think that this card represents the kind of person who takes seriously the idea that they do have to have order or bring order to their situation. So they would be the kind of person that, either wants or cooperates in keeping, pretty much an orderly house or an orderly state of affairs in their life.
Okay, and next. Oh, and also, they might be an air sign. I mean, with the swords here, I can't rule out the fact that they
Aquarius,
could
Libra,
be,
or Gemini.
Yeah, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. So that's a possibility.
Can flip into the major arcana?
Yeah.
And it's the Wheel of Fortune reversed.
Oh, wow. Well, another thing I wanted to say about this person's personality before we move on is the fact that in relationships, I think they will treat you very well, very equal. I sense that too about them because of, the fair play that comes along with the Queen of Swords. I just wanted to mention that as well, Estelle. And with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, though, they may have gone through periods in their life where they've been a little down on their luck. Maybe they've been unemployed. Maybe they've had, possibly a bad sick spell. There might have been, or maybe an accident. It just seems like maybe they have a little bit of bad luck that surrounds them.
What specifically does this idea be, what they're like?
Yeah, well, it's a major theme, perhaps.
Okay, so a major theme or kind of trend in their life is that sometimes they do seem to not be in the right place at the right time. They seem to have some unexpected problems or situations. This could,
I like that,
to some degree, be chalked up to some sense of maybe bad choices, making bad choices. But that's kind of countered by the first card, the Queen of Swords. So the thing is that maybe their need to bring order to certain situations or life in general does maybe open them up to a little bit of unexpected things that they have to pull into the schedule and balance out.
Tanya and Libra have arrived. So yeah, it's an interesting thing, and I like what he said there about synchronicities, that just sometimes he just misses an opportunity because, he wasn't paying attention, or he just wasn't at the right place at the right time. It's just somebody who maybe needs a little bit of, support in that regard.
So what is this one then?
Well, it's just a major, let's do a minor arcana. It might be about just pull it and follow my lead, and I'll explain.
Okay, fine. And it's the reversed Four of Wands.
Okay, so this is something that maybe isn't so much a major theme in their life, but it's something that maybe was a part of, that has influenced them some way, some episode, some moment in their life maybe that has shaped them in a certain way. And I feel here, they've learned a lot through some of the bad luck I feel that they've had in life. They have learned how to, be flexible and adapt more. The Four of Wands reversed indicates to me that maybe sometimes, they got caught up because they didn't establish a real firm foundation in some way in their life. Maybe they didn't go to school right away, and so they went later. Maybe, there are certain things that happen in their life that kind of didn't allow them to develop certain skills or talents that they were hoping to develop. We all shift and change and grow through our life experiences. And actually, I really don't think this ended up so badly for them. The Four of Wands is a positive card either way. It's one of those cards. And so I sort of feel like even though there might have been some disappointments or setbacks, they were able to bounce back. And like I said, they seem to learn from it.
And traditionally, this could say that not only is this kind of, a trend or a thread in their life, that this is what you could possibly expect in your own life. That the thing is that, some amount of security and emphasis on building, the nice life together will not achieve astonishing results, but will achieve satisfactory results.
Sunny wants in on the Lenormand. Sunny, let me shuffle, okay? All right. And with Sunny here, I get the black cat, which is the dog in this Lenormand. This is the Halloween Lenormand. And then the coffin.
All right, you better spin
of
that
course.
one.
Well, I think that they have, probably around the time you meet them, Asel, they may have suffered some setback or loss in their lives. And it seems as though it might be a friend. Whether that friend has passed away suddenly or, they just broke off their friendship or the friend moved away. This was really kind of and I won't rule out that it's not a family member either. But again, it's kind of one of these defining moments, and it might happen around the time that you meet them. I don't
know why,
that.
but I feel that too, that maybe this sort of describes the idea of your meeting. And so therefore it could be maybe at a function that either of you might both be at for some reason, mutual friends or family or something like that. And that's where you find them, is that maybe they have had that loss. And
so they are probably at that time a little bit in a vulnerable state, but they're probably going to be very open, to meeting new people. I think it's not going to shut them down. They're really going to kind of want to fill that void. But it all looks this really does look fairly positive, Acela. I think this person looks like a well-grounded, good person who maybe is a little bit down on their luck from time to time, and who of us isn't? All right. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
I have to have the cookie.
Take it.
Waiting.
I don't know what you're waiting for. Okay. Is it Violet Ann that's up, I think? No, it's Lena. And then Aaliyah, and then Violet Ann. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay, I got it. I know what I did here. That's you, Violet Lotus. I don't know why I have you in the second spot. Okay. So Lena's question is about love reading. Do we see anyone new entering her life in the future? Well, that's pretty vague, the future, but we'll see what we get. I'm sure somebody's going to come over.
Hi, V.
Hi, V. Put you on the list. Okay, I'm going to start off with my Trick or Treat Tarot. Was that just what the doctor ordered, Mr. O? No.
He said take 2 and call me in the morning.
That's my cookie and you're not having it. And I remember you saying you would take whatever I'm taking. So
I just want to follow what the doctor orders, as you say. To take 2 and call me in the morning.
Well, here's the King of Pentacles upright, Lena. Oh my gosh. Will love, what was the question? Oh, hold on. Do you see anyone new entering my life? Love reading. Well, how about also a King of Wands upright? Oh. And the Ten of Cups is reversed. Be careful what you ask for. Well, these two guys look great. I don't know why the Ten of Cups is reversed here, but it does make me wonder if, one or both of these people are not coming off of either another broken relationship or a divorce. Because that Ten of Cups shows some sort of separation. And I almost can't imagine it's about you and these guys. It is possible here, I will say this, that you might meet two really good people, but these relationships maybe will not last. So I can't rule that out either. What do you got there? Maybe that'll clarify.
Oh, okay. Well, it's the book in Lenormand.
Maybe not.
And the rats, which are the bicycles.
Yeah, maybe it does. So, wow.
Well, it could almost feel like maybe this is a way of saying that there may be something whirlwindish with maybe more than one person, but when I look at it in this context, I almost wonder if maybe it's a scam, maybe there's a partnership going on that's out there looking to maybe fool people into relationships and then maybe hopefully gain profit from them. I know that sounds like, a soap opera or a spy movie or something like that. But I'm looking at the rats in the book too, and I'm just wondering if there's more to this than meets the eye. And, a lot of times people are taken advantage of either for duplicitous reasons or just inadvertently due to relationships that end up kind of straying or falling apart.
Those fit in with that Ten of Cups really nicely there.
I think so, yeah.
And I think here these gentlemen, they may be your age or maybe even a little bit older than you, Lena. I can't rule that out. They seem to be, doing well for themselves. I mean, the King of Pentacles. This could be somebody who comes from a moneyed family. The King of Wands just shows somebody who maybe is in business for themselves or is doing very, very well. I think, but the thing is, there just may be something wrong here. I think in time, you might find out something that's stressful about this. And that's what this is about. There are some issues here. Maybe some of them can be overcome. I mean, maybe, for example, one of them has children from a previous marriage and, has some strings attached somewhere. And so it could cause you some stress or grief, but as you find these things out about them. But I would definitely give this a shot, and see where it leads. You have either somebody who could be an earth sign coming your way or somebody who is a fire sign.
Right. I don't necessarily know there's something incredibly dastardly of intent here, but I just sort of feel like these are not necessarily keepers in the sense that, if you were totally, saying you had to find someone you could marry, these may be people you could try to, but I'm not so sure that they'll work out. Or, maybe they're a practice run for you in a way too. It just could be that the more you find out, the less likely you feel there's the sense of really, true bonding that could happen. And maybe it's because they have other concerns or people in their lives.
Well, and here's the other thing. I know you've asked before about love coming your way in 3 months and 4 months. This was more open-ended. Is anybody coming in the future? And so I can't say exactly when this is going to occur, but I can tell you that, at some point here, I don't think they're going to come at the same time. One person's going to come and another one.
Yeah, they may not necessarily be dual rivals.
So it is possible here, Lena, that this could be saying that maybe one of these will come into your life and you'll realize there's too many problems to deal with this situation. And then maybe the other one will come along and it won't be that bad. I mean, it's possible.
Well, if anything percolates, we'll be happy to try it again.
You're adorable. That's what we have for you. Good
All right,
luck
Lena.
with that.
And I think we're in Aaliyah now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Aaliyah asks, okay, wow. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Let's see. I'm going to use my Vampires Tarot. We're in Halloween season, so I'm picking some decks that have darker imagery. And, of course, why not with this question?
Excuse me.
So I'm going to do it as a general question, 3 cards. But if we don't really...
Aaliyah, were these customers or were these people in the workplace? I mean, in your place of business where you work? Were these co-workers or were they customers?
Customers.
Yeah. Okay. Oh boy, that's not good. And in front of their kids, people just don't know how to behave civilly anymore.
You may want to ask management if there are any, actual guidelines or protocols for when customers, start to argue with each other or more. It may be worthwhile to know if there is. All right. Card 1. 6 of Wands. And of course the Wands are stakes in the Vampire Tarot. And then the next one is the 7 of Pentacles. And then finally the reversed 8 of Cups. So your basic question is you're wondering if it's going to escalate into full fist fight if these two encounter each other again. They may have bad blood, when you look at the flowing there. it's kind of an interesting reading because clearly somebody wants to be dominant, somebody wants to be the winner. Somebody else maybe feels, maybe that's somebody else, or maybe that's saying that they're willing to bide their time, or they don't feel that it's quite ready yet. And then there's this idea that maybe someone can't really move ahead here. You almost wonder if these people have history.
It is kind of interesting because I was going to go one way, but that Eight of Cups is really sticking with me. And it almost feels as though, Aaliyah, that this is not... I don't know if it's going to escalate, but I have a feeling here that somebody is definitely willing to go back and revisit this. You know, that's that Eight of Cups reversed. They're not moving on, like Mr. O said. There may be, though, the good news is I think that Seven of Pentacles here indicates to me that maybe right now they may not see each other right away again, and maybe it'll be a little bit of a cooling off period. I get the feeling. But what's worrisome to me is that Six of Wands, believe it or not. It's a positive card, but it's making me wonder if one of these women won't come with, or people, whoever they were, won't come with somebody else with them to back them up if there is a fight. I just wonder. Because usually the Six of Wands upright is people who support the winner, the victor, or somebody who they feel is right. Right. And they're willing to stand by them and give them support and aid. So I'm a little bit worried about that. But it seems like if there's a cooling off period and they don't get to see each other for a while, maybe this person won't have the opportunity, or it'll dissipate. They won't feel the urge to revisit this argument.
So what did the Lenormand say?
Oh, was I supposed to do that?
No, you weren't supposed to do that.
Well, you know, Sunny is a distraction here. Sorry about that. Let's see what the Lenormand can add to this. Oh no, it's Frankenstein. It's the bear.
Frankenstein is the bear in this Lenormand.
I knew it.
Yeah, I can feel that it does seem awkward, yep.
And it's the garden. Somebody really wants to exert some power over here. You know, usually the bear and garden, they're new. Well, at least one of these cards is fairly neutral. And the bear is not necessarily bad. But I'm just getting this feeling that I need to say it this way, that I feel somebody really feels they're exerting their power here, and they may have been talking this up to their social circle. And again, maybe that's where that Six of Wands, comes in here, where, you know, somebody else could get involved in this conflict.
I really agree with Banshee here, and I'll take it a little bit further and just say that I do feel you owe it to yourself or your other co-workers to maybe talk non-judgmentally with your boss about this encounter and ask, you know, what should future, you know, situations maybe call for.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like there is always that possibility that you want to be prepared for something like that. And certainly it's not good for, you know, another customer to feel that they're being treated that way, you know, because they will expect, you know, the business or your manager to do something about it.
It's a self-published Halloween deck.
Yes.
I bring it out every year now since I got it. I love this deck. But anyway,
so it sort of looks like, without saying that, you know, it absolutely will become another situation, it seems like the circumstances are there if, you know, the opportunities or, you know, tumblers fall into place. It's an accident that could be waiting to happen.
Wow, good luck with that situation, Aaliyah.
Good luck,
Moving
Aaliyah.
on to, I think it is
Violet Ann.
Violet Ann.
Hey,
What do I need
Violet
to know
Ann.
about October? Okay.
Here's those.
All right, and it is my duck again. I just
Yes,
didn't
it
put
is.
those
Mhm.
away. Well, I'm being a little lax here. I got it, Violet. Thank you, though.
You're welcome,
Sometimes
Aaliyah.
you do need
Take
to.
care.
Sometimes you do need to shout at me. It's okay.
Shout. Shout.
Let it all out. These are the things I can do without color.
Shadow. Shadow Wolf Banshee.
All right, never mind. All right. No, you're not. That's fine. That works.
She just said, no, you're not sorry. That's your boss for you.
You don't have to be sorry. That's fine. Very noticeable.
Well, I had an old friend who used to say, don't be sorry, be careful. And I always thought he was so smug when he said that.
All right, I am using my horror tarot for this. This comes out good. All right. So what's coming in October, basically? Let's see. What she needs to know about October. Okay. You gotta be kidding me. The tower, upright.
Don't go up the tower.
The Knight of Swords, upright. Wow. 2 major arcana. And the Chariot upright. They're all upright. That's a good thing. Even with the tower, it's better than reversed.
Well, it's interesting. Of course, over here we have the lily, which is nice usually, and clover.
Oh, wow.
So it sounds like, from the Lenormand's point of view, there's going to be luck as you grow or evolve or as things progress, you know, either in your project or ideas or just what's going on in your life, that trends will prove lucky for you.
Well, since this was about what you need to know about October, I guess I have to assume that tower episode has not happened yet. And so I think you need to realize that something sudden may shake up your world. You know, it's going to be one of those experiences we'd all like not maybe to have, but it's necessary. It's necessary because something has to be built better, so to speak. And the Knight of Swords here indicates to me a couple of different things. I feel here that you probably could move through this fairly quickly. I'm not going to say you're just going to shake it off and, you know, and back to business as usual. No. But I think here you're going to be able to move swiftly to make the right kind of decisions you need to make to move forward. And that's the Chariot. You know, it seems like it's not going to stop your forward movement after all, because either maybe you've been there and done it before and you've learned something from it, or and so you know how to handle these things now when they come up, if this is a recurring thing, or you just are able to move through it by making the right choices to move on in a better, more positive direction.
Well, even the lily sort of expresses the idea of movement. You know, growth is movement.
Yeah, you're going to grow from this.
And so it's interesting that there's 2 cards that say that. Both the King of Swords is movement towards...
That's a king or knight? I thought it was...
I'm sorry, it was knight, right? Yeah. Which is, that's what the knight is. It's the movement. I just missaid that.
Okay, yeah.
And the Chariot.
You're right.
So I wonder, when I combine them all together, like a synthesis of some sort, you know, the luck of the clover and the lily, growth or evolution, it seems like something maybe that you didn't quite expect, or that maybe something else that was tangential in a way. sort of has a tumble, but the lessons learned from that are able to move you towards a different goal that may actually be the better one, the more lucky one, the one that has more growth potentials. So, of course, realistically, this could say you lost a particular job or vocation, but in losing that, some opportunity all of a sudden said, wham, just move you right into that. That's actually happened for me in my life too, where I went through 3 jobs within 4 to 5 weeks till I got to my dream job. It just kept happening. So that would be nice.
Well, good analogy, but it's not necessarily work related. But that was
True.
really good.
It was an example. I said so.
Another reason why I feel you'll move through this fairly quickly, Violet Ann, is because of the clover being here. The clover is luck. You know, in other words, in some ways this may take you aback, whatever this is that happens, but maybe things could have been worse. Maybe some other disaster could have happened. Whatever the case may be, things are not as bad as they could have been. You're going to actually feel lucky when all is said and done because you're able to move on and keep moving forward. And I think the Lily says the whole thing will be a growthful experience to you. You know, not all shakeups have to be major trauma. And that's almost what it sounds like here. That's almost what it sounds like here. It's a shakeup, it's a wake up, and maybe it's one that you have needed. And it's going to prove lucky for you, and you're going to grow from it.
Yeah, it just seems like it's something that is not expected, but it really gives you real compelling different option.
So whatever that is, good luck with that.
Good luck. That's what you should know about October. All right.
And we're on Jennifer D. Hi, Jennifer.
D. I've been
Welcome.
contemplating starting a tarot reading channel for healing and was wondering if this was a good idea. All right. You're welcome, Violet Ann. Let's see. I brought out today...
Hey, you're welcome, Violet Ann.
Well, I'm not
Good
going
luck.
to use that because I dropped the cards.
You dropped cards?
Yes, so I'm not going to use the deck that I thought I was going to use because I
Okay.
would have to get up to get the cards on the other side of the table.
Hello. Welcome.
I'm going to use, for the first time ever, a newer deck. I've had it for not even a year. It's not a new deck, but it's not very old. It's the Urban Tarot. Actually, I'm a little confused because on the inner booklet, there's 2 copyright dates with years in between them. But I wasn't really looking at it well enough to determine if the copyright was just for an aspect of the cards rather than like the cards have just been reissued from 15 years ago or something.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I don't know. So it's my first time using this deck. Wish me luck, but I want it to get a good shuffle here.
Nice. Well, let's see what you get, Mr. O. Besides the seasonal cookie, I got a nice glass of apple juice. Not cider. I should have bought some cider. I usually buy at least one jug every fall.
Okay. Should you start a tarot reading channel for healing? And, oh nice, the first card is the 2 of Swords, and of course it says peace.
There's
and of course,
peace about that card.
and there is peace about the 2 of Swords. A lot of times the 2 of Swords may sense a sense of sort of hanging on for something. It's not like discomfort though. It sort of feels like you just realize that there's knowledge or information you're waiting for, but it sort of is a sense of relax. So
Are we doing
therefore,
them one at a time, or are you throwing them all out?
I will throw them all out.
Okay. But
So
I'll let you go first.
The next card is the Ace of Swords.
Nice.
And it's upright. Well, thank you. And you moved it so that now we see your butt.
So wrong, Sonny. And right in my plate again.
I hope you don't mind, Jennifer.
Ah,
It's a value-added service when Sonny drops in. Hi, Sonny. He's
yes,
looking at
at
me
least
like,
he didn't
"Are you
take the
mad at me,
entire
Daddy?
set down.
Daddy, don't be mad at me." All right, so the final card is the upright Five of Pentacles, and it says worry.
All right, let's not get too excited
Yeah, of
about
course,
that.
of course.
You know, startups are
Oh, hold on, I lost the camera too. Hold on. See,
Okay, it's all right. I'll just talk a minute.
it's what you do.
That's what I do. So
There we go.
that's Sunny.
Sunny Bunny.
We're all set. Okay.
He knows he's good.
Here. What is that, Mr. O?
The ball and chain is marriage.
No.
No, wait, there is no marriage card. Sorry.
There's a ring card for that.
Oh, it's the ring. No, let me think. I don't know. I give up.
Well, you know, Mr. O's not as familiar with Lenormand as I am. He uses it well.
Or these
He uses it
variations.
very well. It's the anchor.
Of course. There you
Keeps
go.
things in place.
The anchor.
And
The sun.
the sun.
The candle is the sun. In the
So nice.
Halloween deck.
There's a lot to like here, and then there's the Five of Pentacles, and I think it all kind of makes a sort of sense, Jennifer, here. And we could look at that Five of Pentacles a number of ways. First off, the Two of Swords is here, and it's saying, you know, yes, I think you've been giving this a lot of thought, and maybe you still aren't sure if you're totally there yet. Maybe that's why there's a little bit of hesitation with the Two of Swords. You want to make sure that this is really right, that this is the right thing to do. And with the, what is that one there, Mr. O?
Ace of Swords.
The Ace of Swords is upright, though. I think that this idea that you have is probably really good and could lead to some victory for you in some way, some success. It's really positive. I don't know if this came to you as an epiphany that you should get this going, but a lot of times the Ace of Swords is like that. It might also indicate that if you're still ruminating on, you know, methods and different things you need to put in place, the Ace of Swords indicates a very open mind and where things will just come to you, you know, whatever you need here. And the Five of Pentacles could be here for a twofold purpose. Number one, the obvious one is, don't expect to make money off of this right away, or, you know, garner a lot of people right away. It's difficult sometimes to get the audience really rolling. And to people feel like they belong there, that this is important to them. And so you're going to have to work at that. You're going to have to work at, you know, making sure you sell it to a community that is going to be interested in what you offer. I'll stop there.
Well, I like pretty much what you said. You hardly leave me any room. But I do feel that the Ace of Swords could also be saying, too, that this is you really, once you do decide for sure, you know, giving it all the force and will you have, you know, picking up the sword and taking the charge, you know. So I do feel that. That this is saying you should do it, or that, you know, you will feel it's natural as you do it. I'm not as concerned either about the Five of Pentacles, because I do sort of feel like when you're starting up, you're always on the outside, which is kind of the meaning of the Five of Pentacles, and you're always hoping to get to the inside. And, you know, it's never overnight. You can look at us and our track record, you know. So
Keep going.
So, and some people may have other strategies or other resources or advantages that would be different, and that may be true for you. So, of course, that may come out as we look at the Lenormand.
And I like that Ace of Swords. It's saying that, you know, once you begin this, like I said, this could be a beginning of something that will really be good for you. You know, it'll be good for you. But with the Two of Swords here, I see what you're saying there. You might be second guessing yourself. You might be hesitating. But also, I almost feel like you're going to know when you're ready. I think you're going to do it, and you're going to know when you're ready. And right here...
That's a good way to look at that.
Right here, this is really an interesting combination to me, to get the sun with the anchor. Now, the anchor is one of those neutral cards in the Lenormand that depends on what it's paired with. It could be good, it could be bad. It could mean you're stuck, but wouldn't you like to be stuck with success, with happiness, with joy, and with, with healing? There's a healing quality and element about the sun here. You could be providing healing services, absolutely. And there is success here for you. You can anchor. This could be an anchor for you in your life doing this. So, but make sure you're ready. It's okay to second guess yourself to a certain extent, as long as you don't wait a lifetime to do it.
Well, without knowing what your other two channels are, I like what Banshee said, because maybe this is saying that, this brings you closer or holds you closer to the idea of your building success. And of course, there's always that idea of the third time's the charm. Like maybe, this could be the most successful outing depending on, where it clicks at.
You know what, Jennifer? There's one other final thought I want to leave you with the Lenormand. And that is, do it if do it if you really feel anchored to it. If this is something that really calls to you, and if this is something that brings you joy, and it's something you really feel you want to offer to others, well, anchor yourself there. Just put yourself there. Set that anchor down and establish the channel. But it's up to you. So good luck with that.
All right, Jennifer. Thank you.
All right.
And that was once again my first foray with the Urban Tarot. And I think I kind of like it. I'll use it again soon.
Yeah, it was nice.
Mm-hmm. So, Shirley is up. Hi, Shirley. And you're welcome
very welcome,
too,
Jennifer. Good luck with that.
What is the current feelings and next actions of the person on my mind? Does this person have good intentions? And of course, yeah, we'll find that out, or hopefully we can try.
Well.
Hi, Sunny. Sunny Bunny. What's up, dear boy?
Still have out my Jack-o'-lantern tarot.
Dear boy.
Who's that one?
Hello.
Our unofficial TFT therapy cat.
AKA Kara's twin flame.
Kara's twin flame.
He somehow always seems to know when she's here, or he actually calls her to the show, or vice versa.
Or vice versa.
It's weird.
But not in a bad weird way. It's
right, not like in a J.D. Vance. Right?
Oh, okay. I wasn't going to get political. Just stop. Just stop. All right. Oops, that way. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords reversed. We have the Page of Swords upright. Wow, it's all swords. The Knight of Swords upright. Wow, Mr. O. I see something there, but I'm going to let you go first.
And the Child. And the Bouquet. And I don't know about you, but
okay,
that's not necessarily a good gift.
Well,
okay, I'm sorry, that was a little bit.
It's going to give you a gift of a child. Is that what you're saying? I think it's a small gift.
Yeah.
But let's move on.
Okay, so what is this person's next actions in regard to you, whether or not they have good intentions? So there's the Seven of Swords reversed. This could mean that maybe something is going to be revealed, possibly by them, that maybe there is some other intention that they haven't totally telegraphed yet, or that just hasn't actually had an opportunity to come up. Is that related? Is that the Knight?
You're welcome,
No,
Shirley.
Page.
It's a page.
Page.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Um,
But then
well-
we have the Knight there, right? The Knight of Swords.
yeah, I don't know.
All right, you want me to go?
Go ahead. I have some ideas, but
There's
you can go
some
ahead.
there's some things going on here, Shirley. I don't know if you're in touch with this person or you talk regularly, but clearly I almost feel like they're going to open up about something to you. That's that Seven of Swords, number one, reversed, but also that Page of Swords. There's some communication or some interaction, and if they haven't spoke with you, I think they're strongly thinking about it.
Well, the Page of Swords sometimes talks to the idea about somebody who wants to remain diplomatic, maybe neutral, maybe present things tactfully, and to some degree has a sense of flair about them, maybe precision. It's about how they do things. The movement needs to be a certain way to be viewed as authentic or something like that. So maybe what that's saying too is that what they need to reveal is something that they really want you to understand in the best light that they are really trying to reveal to you. Like they don't want you to misunderstand that or to assume something different.
Well, okay, you want to know about their emotions, and it's really hard for me to say. A number of these cards are rather neutral here. I think that the Knight of Swords, too, now I could look at the Knight of Swords different ways, but my initial impression with the Knight of Swords is there's going to be some swift movement here of some sort. And it's hard for me to tell if it's positive or not until I go down to the Lenormand. I almost feel here either they're just, they may feel some small joy around you. They feel like you bring them joy, a little bit of joy into their life, a little bit of happiness. And, that's, I think, why the flowers is here with the child. And I don't know if that's what they're going to communicate with you or they're going to open up about something else. But I do feel they have good feelings about you because of that Lenormand.
I admit that I'm not exactly understanding things because not having spoken in the 3D, does that mean that you haven't even texted with them? I'm not sure what that actually means. Are they somehow just maybe a spiritual type of energy or something to you? So I'm a little
see.
I'm not exactly sure what that portends. I'm not put off by any of that, but it could be saying that this is something a little different, like maybe a different kind of communication.
Maybe that's why I'm getting all of these neutral kind of cards, because they're not physically, in the 3D. And so, right? And it kind of makes sense in a way, Shirley, because guess what? All the sword cards, they're air cards, right? They're air.
Okay.
And so this communication is very ethereal, right? That's going on here.
So I get the feeling that overall they are thinking about you, but maybe there is just sort of this sense of moving towards you happens in stages. A stage where maybe they reveal something, a stage where maybe they want to prove to you that they're being diplomatic about the situation.
They might be able to look at things more objectively now, but one thing's for certain, if you do speak again, and I feel you will, that they're going to open up. They're going to open up about whatever's on their mind. And so if something is still bothering them about the fallout, maybe you're going to be able to find out and figure out a way to fix it. Because they really do feel here you've brought some joy into their life.
Yes, I haven't really remarked about that. And I get the feeling, though, that that quality seems to remain in a way, and or maybe is the point of their interaction with you, but I think they just want to really move in a kind of slower, measured way, which I get a little bit from
That's
the Page
true too.
of Swords.
And even the child.
I see. Well, it's good to know these things, and maybe diplomacy is a two-way street. So
I think they might be receptive to that, seeing the page here, the Page of Swords. They could be receptive to that diplomacy. And it looks like, I don't think they have really totally bad thoughts about you, but I can't rule out that Seven of Swords won't reveal if there is something that is keeping you apart related to the fallout. You're going to find out. That's what we have for you. Good luck with
All right,
that.
Shirley. That was an interesting reading.
Okay.
Ari.
Okay. That's your deck and
Yes.
my Lenormand.
I'm going to use the Universal Horror Monster Tarot. Well, it's hard to say. I mean, maybe, that's what coming clean is about too, is...
Yeah, you both need to come clean, maybe. And maybe once, if he realize, if you come with the idea that you want to understand him more fully and that maybe you didn't give him a chance to explain better, that there might be some common ground reached again.
You're welcome. I hope that was true.
Well, you're very welcome, Shirley. Good luck with that. Nice to see you again.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, great. Thank you. You're welcome. He moved the camera again.
Oh, she's
A lot.
that cat.
It is nice to see you too. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Take care.
Sonny, stop messing with my camera.
How will your coworkers at the next job treat you? Uh-oh. Well, I'll have a story to tell.
Well, my first card, believe it or not, is the Three of Claws reversed, but that would be the Three of Swords reversed. And so we know that's not a horrible card. The next card is the Ten of Wands reversed.
Interesting.
Ten of Candles, it says. They are kind of dark. Well, I don't necessarily think those are bad cards, Ari.
You gotta remember, Ari, that reversals are not always bad cards.
And then the upright King of Crypts, that's the King of Cups. So certainly with that Three of Swords reversed, that sounds like a healing card. That sounds like a reunification card. Depending on where this is at, maybe people will feel that somehow you bring a healing quality to you, or maybe more likely, I'm wondering if you're going to end up in a place you were at before, and so there's co-workers there that know you, or you're at a place where people do know you for some reason and sort of feel like you're coming back in a way.
I don't know that I see that, but the Three of Swords reversed indicates that, maybe you will feel that this situation is better than previous ones you've had.
No, it's about how the co-workers feel about them.
Right.
Okay.
And so what I'm saying is maybe you will feel that these people are treating you better. Let me put it that way then, than previous ones. But I will say this, it may not be a perfect world. However, I feel here, the good news is, see, this feels like it's healing, like that that your relations with some of the coworkers there might be better than it was in other places. They may feel better about you. And also, everybody might pitch in more to get the work done. There may be more of a team spirit there with this Ten of Wands reversed, because I feel a sense of burdens being eased or lifted. And so maybe about you, maybe because everybody works at a team and you're doing your part, Everything seems to be going well. They have good, this will alleviate any kind of officey kind of stress. And also, what else alleviates officey kind or business, whatever business you're in, kind of stress? Good management, benevolent management, management that kind of is caring about their employees and wanting to make sure that things go well. So I think if nothing else at this place, it looks as though you might have a management that's going to be very supportive.
I like that because I think that says that from that point of view, they value all their employees and they really want to be kind and do right by all of them. And I do feel that maybe being able to promote that feeling effectively and honestly instills the value of teamwork within a work team and makes people feel like, if they're your coworkers, they feel like you're there to help ease their burdens. They're there to help you ease their burdens. You're a team. So I like that.
I just don't know why I pulled this Lenormand, though. You were worried about these cards, but guess what's back?
The ball and chain, otherwise known as the anchor.
Which, as I said before, is a neutral card, but it depends on what it's paired with.
Dagger. And the dagger is...
I'll give you a hint. It follows the anchor.
The broom?
The cross.
The cross. Whoops. The cross.
So...
Oh my, indeed.
I know. Because to me, there seems to be real healing stuff going on here. But the cross talks about long-term burdens and feeling kind of stuck in that. And so I kind of feel like maybe it's not so much the people, but maybe it's the work itself that's kind of hard and, or stressful. And,
it explains the
regardless, even if you have good management and you have a team that you can work with, sometimes things take a toll on us that are beyond, the office or the workplace politics, etc. It's just maybe a difficult position, high speed, high pressure. And so that might be the real rub, I think, with your next job.
Right. Don't worry so much about what the coworkers think about you because they will mostly only care if you're not keeping up the end of the bargain.
Right. So there's pressure on everybody, to do their part.
Sure.
So that's what we see. Good luck with that.
Oh, yeah. We have Tim Hortons around here. They're nice
Not
places,
too far away, as a matter of fact.
Good luck to you at Tim Hortons. They're kind of like a popular choice for coffee and donuts around here.
Oh, yeah, we have them. We have them all over the place here. I haven't been to one recently, though, and I have to admit, we had some of their competitions donuts in the area. We got some Krispy Kreme Fall Harvest donuts recently.
Crossing my fingers for you.
But good luck with that. I like Tim Hortons. I do. They came from Canada, our northern neighbors.
Good luck. We wish you luck.
Who is up? Oh, that's awesome. Well, best of luck there.
It's your deck.
Yeah, and I'm pulling out. Did I put out another new deck? Let me take a look here. No. Okay.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Darkwood.
Overall, I agree with that. I think Tim Hortons has some tastier donuts.
I do like their donuts. I do.
Absolutely.
And I love the munchkins, the little tiny ones. The donut holes.
Mm-hmm. And Jackie's up. Will my next home be in the north of the UK?
The Timbits, they're called. That's right. Munchkins are Duncan. But they're Timbits. How do you want to do that?
For Jackie?
Yeah, 3 cards, or do we want to
Let's
do a
do
yes?
3 cards, but we can always throw
Yeah, okay.
the you-know-what. Yay!
So in the northern UK. Uh-oh. We got the 8 of Cups reversed. Got the 7 of Swords came back again. That's reversed in this deck. And the Page of Swords is reversed. We may want to do a yes-no. These could just be complicating factors, but I have to say, that doesn't look promising. What do you got? The coffin.
And the garden. Now this influences that.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to do that one, but let's take a look at what's happening here. The 8 of Cups almost seems like this move to the north may not happen. You may decide not to do it for some reason. You may decide to stay more in the area you are, or it's possible go in another direction. But usually this kind of means a going back, right?
Right, it doesn't feel like it's going forward. It feels like it's either going back or it's stationary, a pause even. But maybe more likely going back or staying, where you are. Is that because of the 7 of Swords, finding out something? It's reversed.
Find out something, and it's not good news because the Page of Swords is reversed here too. And so I don't know if it's a matter of just getting, are things more expensive there? Is it going to, cost you an arm and a leg? There may be just something about that area or the particular properties you're looking at that just you realize later are not going to work out. There's just a big red flag here, but it's not like a major, oh, don't do it, everything will go wrong. But it just seems like you get some bad news of some sort that makes you want to either stay where you are or move in a different direction.
Having said that, it could be possible that maybe this is not about, the desirability of the location and or the wherewithal to get there. It could be other factors that maybe are causing this. Maybe you find out that there's some other kind of reason why you can't do this.
Yeah. And the garden and the coffin, I maybe you talk to other people who convince you to not do this. They think it's not in your best interest to do this. Because the garden is really more about a social environment or socializing to some degree. There could be networking, and for some reason you think suddenly you just got to put a stop to it.
It kind of fits when you think about the 7 there, the 7 of Swords reversed.
Right.
That maybe finding out is through getting out in the public or speaking in the public. And this doesn't necessarily mean like you talk to your neighbors and they're like, yeah, don't move there. This is really more about this information is found because you actually look for it. You talk to somebody.
I'm really kind of surprised at this. And
the
I'm
house
wondering,
issue. Okay. So it's maybe a specific property.
it could be the actual house. It could be. And you know what? With the sword action going on here, those 2 sword cards, it almost leads me to believe, Jackie, that it could have something to do with the deed or the paperwork or some legalities involved with this property.
Well, that's a really good idea, especially because of, again, the reverse 7 of Swords, talking about things that maybe just weren't quite kosher, and you're able to find that out. Because there's always that hint of something that isn't exactly right, something that was done, not necessarily illegally, but maybe it skirted some issues or some finer points.
So if you have a particular property in mind, that could be about that. That's what I'm thinking here. So tell you what, let's just do a yes, no, and ask very generically if you're going to move up north into the UK. Because maybe you'll find another place that would be less problematic.
That's a good idea.
But let's just do this generally and see what it says. Could you, yeah, okay, we'll take those down.
And I want to remind everybody that my show, The Emotional Exchanges, is on tomorrow. And my reading is going to be for each and every sign of the zodiac.
Really?
I will pull the top card and the bottom card, so 2 cards for each sign of the zodiac. The first card represents the challenge or opportunity coming to you from an emotional point of view. And the second card is, what is the action required?
All right.
Count 'em up, sister.
Okay. Okay. It's leaning towards yes. It's not a definite yes, but it's leaning towards yes. You know, you could consider that area for a move. It may not be the property you are looking at. This was the final card. It was an ace, the Ace of Swords. And the card in the middle. It's this one, yeah.
It was reversed, right?
Yep. It's the Six of Cups reversed. I almost think what this is saying is you can leave behind, you know, some of the baggage from the past you want to move away from. I think here, too, this could also indicate don't let maybe some ties from your past or some nostalgia, misplaced nostalgia, stop you from making a move to another area. And I think like going north, if you haven't lived north before, I mean, I don't know. So I'm just speculating here, or thinking here that it could be about that, is just don't let that stop you from making a move to another area like this. But I also think what it is saying is if you make this move, you can probably leave some baggage behind, you know, some of the stuff that has been bugging you about where you live now.
That's probably the most salient point of the Six of Cups showing up in this reading. The idea that at some point you may, more likely than not, it's leaning towards just move to the north of the UK, not necessarily in the home you're looking at, and you're probably agreeing with that too. But that therefore, you know, you are finally, you know, leaving behind some things.
Whoa, look who showed up.
Hi. Well, look at that.
Missed you, Victoria.
Do you have bragging rights for us this evening? Do you have something interesting to tell us? But anyways, Jackie, so that's it. It's leaning towards yes. And you do this mostly because I guess it really puts distance between you and what you want to put distance between.
I like it. I mean, I think that there might be some problems with this property maybe. And maybe you need to be ready to pivot. But, you know, you really are determined to live in the north. I think it's possible. So, good luck with that.
All right, good luck. Well, we love you too, Victoria. I hope you know that.
It's been crazy times here. Crazy times.
You're welcome, Jackie.
All right.
And Nicole is up now, and Nicole asks, what's coming towards me in October? Good question, and I'm going to use the Barberry Tarot. Yeah, we can do a general for you, of course.
Absolute. And we might want to, let's see, Jackie, we're on Nicole.
We're on the cusp of closing the list.
Yeah, we're on the cusp of closing the list. I might leave it open in case Divine pops in, or maybe Anthony, but that'll be about it.
Don't say that, because there'll be somebody show up and you're like, what are you reading?
I'm surprised Anthony hasn't come in to talk about the Tigers' amazing run.
Anthony, you have deserted us.
We beat the Houston Astros. Sorry, you Texans. Sorry.
Good night. Thanks for staying up with us.
Take care, Jackie.
Love you.
See you soon. Hey, I'll be writing to you soon. Just letting you know. I need it. And I guess it was a big deal because the Astros have been in the playoffs since 2016, and the poor Tigers, it's been like a while. So this is very good news that they made it to the next round.
Okay, Nicole's cards. The first one is the Ten of Cups reversed. The next one is the Emperor upright.
It's the Ten of Cups reversed?
Yes.
The Emperor upright, okay.
And then the final one is the Tower reversed.
Ooh.
So
My goodness.
what's coming in October? What's coming towards you in October?
Wow. And what's in the Emperor? Well, I think here, Nicole, there may be some disruptions in family relations or with friends. I think there's a possibility here because I'm looking at the Ten of Cups, which is some emotional upset. And so it could come from family and friends also due to the fact that, God, what is that again?
The Tower.
Well, maybe not so much because the Tower is here, but I had that feeling with the Ten of Cups. It could also say to me, too, that if it's not that, something that you thought would bring you great joy has kind of fallen apart on you. You know, it's kind of fallen apart on you, and that's where the Emperor comes in. This is where you have to be strong, and you have to stand up, and you just have to say, okay, I don't know what went wrong here, but I'm not going to repeat the same cycle all over again. I'm going to move forward in a more positive direction now.
I like that. I feel that the Emperor is the strong part of the reading, saying that within October you arise to the idea that you have resources that you can use to kind of control what you need to control. And this includes, people resources too. But you may also find that there are some people who maybe don't necessarily have your best interest at heart, or maybe are actually not really your friends. Maybe they're false friends. That could be the Ten of Cups, and maybe some of this month of October is realizing who those people are. You may not have the relationship where you can totally push them out of your life. You just sort of need to learn how to temper and deal with them, because their interaction with you is more important to them than yours, than you need them. But there is some sort of situation there going on between you guys. And I think ultimately it does say that really you gotta kind of keep your head together because of that Tower there. The Tower reverse says that maybe this could be about some squabbles between these people and situations, and maybe there is even a minor sense that somebody could be trying to set you up for a fall of some sort. And so you just need to try to remember what your lessons are that you're trying to work with.
He makes such a really amazing point there because
I did?
You did. Because I thought about that too here, that, don't allow friends to pull you back into destructive types, or family for that matter, in whatever way, to pull you back into destructive type cycles. Keep control, maintain control. You are the master of your destiny here, and just say no.
See, I'm wondering if that's what I'm getting from combining the Ten of Cups and the Tower a little bit.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Okay.
And it could be in a lot of ways, that it could be things that they do that maybe make you tempt to stray from the path that you're on, and don't allow it to happen. Don't repeat old cycles. Now is the time to stand strong for yourself and, be in charge. All right. So October might be a little bit of a testing month for you. And look who's here to help that along. It's the Grim Reaper, which is the scythe in this tarot, the cutting implement, and the stars. See? Yeah. again, I look at this and I say, something could really test your resolve this month and your ability to hold firm, against people who want you to stray off your path. Don't allow them to cut your destiny, to shave off the good things you have done already and to allow you to abandon hope once more. So you might experience some trials this month, Yes, I know that for the most part, every day can be a challenge, but October is going to be a kind of toughie.
October will be harder for you, Nicole, and even if you fall, you can still pick yourself back up again.
The Emperor says so. And so, you know what? People are here for you. Just feel free to come visit. We're here 3 times a week. So, just feel free to stop in if you need to talk to someone. So we're always so good here. All right.
Thank you. Good luck.
Good luck with that. Oh my goodness. Well, wait a minute. I want to comment on some of the things there. Oh, the Astro stuff. I got to say this about the Tigers. They, like the Lions, have a really quirky coach. And he does do things outside the box a little bit here. I can't believe the way he runs through his pictures and throws different pictures out there all the time. And it's kind of an interesting strategy to throw the opposition off guard. But I cannot believe how that last game unfolded. And there was definitely a magical occurrence here that just made me warm my heart. And the way it happened and the synchronicity with what happened with what I was doing at the time the game turned around, that last game for the Tigers, that I was like, I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. So I wrote about it on Twitter. I'm not going to bring it up here now, but maybe it'll be a soul story someday because it actually freaking happened the way I said it did. And I'm not taking credit for the Tigers win, but there may have been some help from the other side on that. All right. So maybe I'll do a soul story. I haven't done one in a long time, and this will be a fun one. So, all right.
And the list is closed.
The list is closed. Okay, you sneaky people. Who said so? You both did. You caw. I turn my back for a minute, I talk and tell a story, and that's what I get. Okay. Hey, you're very welcome, Nicole. Good luck with that.
The crap you get for shit. And and Kara is up, and it's your deck. I got a spirit box today. Would my spirit guide want to talk on there with me?
Oh, you gotta be careful with that spirit box. You never know what'll come through. Well, let's see.
We're gonna bring out our Ouija board and ask the Ouija board that one, Kara.
I brought my Everyday Witch Tarot out. I forgot. I've got that one here now. So
I know, right?
Although, wait a minute. For this question, no. We're going to use the Ghost and Spirit Tarot.
Ooh.
At least I'm not using Unfinished Business Ghost Tarot. That's kind of creepy. All right. Well, how do we want to do this?
I'm not sure.
A yes, no. All right, we'll do 3 cards. Let's see what we get. I want a spirit box. Although, do I want to know if there's any spirits in here? There are. They have at least passed through. Because I've seen them. I've seen them actually when we were live, like that one time when we did that late night show and I saw that shadow. Remember that? Oh, that was creepy. But it was just passing through. All right, Kara. Well, got the 5 of Cups. upright.
I like that.
We have the Lovers reversed. I don't like that.
I don't like that.
But we have the Magician upright.
Okay, I have an idea about that.
I
I'm
bet
going to
you-
just go bam, bam,
Do you
bam
want
with
to do
this.
the Lenormand too so I can see them? Oh, you
All
do
right.
that.
The key
Oh.
is luck.
What?
Clover.
Wow, the
Okay.
fate.
So those three cards sort of talk to me really swiftly in a way. The Five of Cups clearly says you're each on two different sides of this. They're on that side, you're on this side. What is that again?
The Lovers,
Lovers
reversed.
Maybe it's not a good decision. Or the Magician. Maybe you really need to know your stuff or employ somebody who does, who can help you, give you more information, or partner with you, possibly. The Magician could even possibly represent the spirit guide, maybe.
I have a feeling there is a story here. And I think with the Lovers, it's just a cautionary tale here to, do things the right way and make sure that, you do things with good intent. And I think here with the Magician too, it's upright, that this is saying this is something a skill you need to develop. I don't think the spirit guide is necessarily going to be the first things that come through to you. So I think you're going to need to develop the talents and skills and the connection, to be able to connect with your spirit guide that way. And that will come through experimentation, for sure. And also, with some more understanding of what you're working with and what can and cannot come through. And with the Five of, Cups here, I'm just saying, don't set yourself up for disappointment by just expecting instantaneous connection here with, with the people you want to hear from. It may or may not happen. So just don't set yourself up for disappointment. And the other thing is, the key here is that, I almost think that at some point here, as you experiment, I think you're going to get the results you desire. It's going to happen eventually. There's a synchronicity at play here, but timing is everything. And I feel here with some of the cards we're getting, there's a need to develop and work with it more before you can expect that kind of result to occur.
There may be a cautionary, maybe another way of me looking at the Five of Cups is saying too that you shouldn't necessarily open the door for people that you don't have
Good point.
good, comfortable relationships with until you have more mastery over that.
And if you by chance invite something in that is not very, it's not very helpful, maybe they've got, some unfinished business that's agitating them, you might want to find ways to, make sure, like she said, smudge, protect, blah, blah. Protect yourself and dispel, peacefully the ghost's energy, or just make them realize, their boundaries. So, I don't know. There's a lot to that. I mean, I've hesitated for so long with the spirit box, even though I have felt spirits around me and stuff at times, and I try to communicate, get communications through dreams and other methods. But just be careful. Just take care in what you do and what you open yourself up to.
But if something does happen, you have to come back and tell us about it.
Yeah, and I'll look for that picture of your box. I want to see it. I've been thinking about this for a long time.
All right, Tanya.
I'll probably still think about it a while
You're
longer. All right.
Okay, so you're wondering if you're wondering about V. You want to know about them. Are they badly hurt? You sort of feel that sense, maybe. What should I use
Oh,
for
wow.
that?
Wow.
That's interesting, too, Tanya.
Boy, and that death toll keeps rising. It's so sad what's going on in the South. It's just very sad. And I recognize that there's a lot of people that feel they aren't getting help right away and stuff. But let's look at the magnitude of that disaster and some of the remote places that are hard to get to now that everything is cut off the way it is. It's an amazing amount of infrastructure that's been damaged there, and this is not going to be fixed quickly.
My favorite cousin that I grew up with, the one who's closest in age to me, her family moved her out there. Her son and his family, her other son lives with her, and also her daughter's family. They all live in a pretty tight area right around there, and I've only barely heard from my cousin that she's okay, but that was days ago.
And I thought I heard hundreds too. Wow, it's over 1,000. Oh man. But that doesn't surprise me. Look at how some of those places were just leveled. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Well, we knew it was going to be a bad one, Violet, didn't we? We just knew. I did cards on it that day for myself, and I told Violet about it. I took a picture of them. I can't remember what they were. I remember that one was the Ten of Cups reversed, and that meant family sorrows and family displacements and, stuff. And the other cards, they were all not good. They were just not good. Anyway.
Okay, so what's going on with Tanya's friend V? And there is the Ace of Cups upright. The Two of Wands is upright. And the Queen of Pentacles is upright. So let me look at your question again. I guess you were wondering about them. Would like to know about your person. Always had a vibe from him that he's badly hurt. Well, I'm not able to see something like that specifically here. When I see the Ace of Cups, I see like maybe they're feeling really a lot of joy or emotional love or care. They may be in a new relationship, or they may be in love with someone or something that brings them great joy. The Two of Wands seems to indicate that they feel like they have control over their world. They sort of feel like they have a sense of where they want to go from here, that they feel like they've kind of solved a lot of their issues with understanding or control, and now they're ready to really expand in a way. And then the Queen of Pentacles really is about unleashing maybe their creativity, unleashing their productivity. This may be a person who feels they have a lot to produce or to create, that they're really talented in a number of ways, perhaps.
Well, you basically wanted to know your person, about them. Okay, that he's badly hurt. Give some insight. Well, if he is badly hurt, he's not showing it. He's really trying to seek out some adventure, it seems like right now. When I see that Two of Wands up right there, he's also with that, is that an Ace of Cups?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, now, is this somebody you have broken up with then, I guess, Tanya? Is that the case? Because are you wondering if he's hurt from the relationship?
Right, there's not enough information to tell what...
It's hard for me to tell, but I feel here he either wants to reconnect with you or start a new relationship, and maybe that's why I see the Ace of Cups and the Two of Wands as something new, some new adventure he's looking for in his life. And I do think health-wise he's in pretty good shape with that Queen of Wands. With the Queen of Wands, he's also dealing with some financial issues right now. Maybe making some important financial moves in his life that may have nothing to do with, with what's happened with between the two of you.
So I don't exactly feel that maybe that they're badly hurt or hurt at all, but I do sort of feel like they have some positive feelings about things going on in their lives, whether it's about you and your relationship or not. What you got?
Okay, I've got the Fountain, which is the garden.
Mm-hmm.
and the old letter, which is the letter.
I'm wondering if maybe you'll hear from them, but not directly, like maybe you'll hear about them through the internet or
Grapevine.
through other, kinds of associations.
I agree with that. I was just thinking that myself, that you either will hear from them at some point, or you will hear about them from somebody who knows them, and
Something
you
like
know,
that.
you'll just get some information about them.
So this information, in fact, may come forward or more specifically detailed in some way, but I have a feeling that yeah, maybe even soonish in the next overall cycle.
I
you might hear
personally
from them.
feel like you're going to find out they're doing okay right now.
That's what I think.
So,
Good luck with that.
it's the best I can tell you. Good luck with that.
And now we're on Libra. Should we do that as a yes or no straight up? Libra?
Oh, I think we should do 3 cards, I
All right.
think. I mean, we could, the yes or no could be the extra added, and your Lenormand, that's right, it's my deck.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, you're right. I got it bad there. Whoops. That's funny, too, because for some reason I thought tomorrow was the 3rd, and I remember that was another group I'm in, and they got the date wrong. I was like, no, tomorrow's the 4th.
Oh,
So-
we forgot to remind everybody that happy hour is going to be late this week.
I did mention it earlier once,
you?
maybe. I
Okay.
thought I did.
Did I ignore you?
Well, then it was mentioned somewhere.
But it's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Saturday. And by the way, everybody's left, but
There it is, this week at 4 p.m.
there is an important anniversary on Saturday.
Oh my God.
It is October 5th, and that is
With
the
two,
48th anniversary of our first date.
with 2 you get egg roll.
And we have to go to a Chinese restaurant.
Or else we won't have another 48 years together.
Thank
Thank you, Violet. Yes. And for those who are truly curious, you can go into the archives of YouTube, and there's 1 or maybe 2 videos about the anniversary. We celebrated the anniversary a few years back when it fell on a Thursday, and it was goofy fun. I should almost find it and send it out again on Saturday.
Yeah, you could. That would be a good idea. A timely idea.
I used dolls to recreate the story of the date, or parts of it. So
Oh.
really, so sorry for you. October 5th was also my father's birthday.
Well, we got the 9 of Swords reversed here. Wow, we have the 10 of Pentacles upright. 4 of Cups upright. There's definitely a story here.
What are they again?
Hmm?
What are they again?
Oh, the 9 of Swords reversed, the 10 of Pentacles upright, and the 4 of Cups upright. And so I think I want to start with that 4 of Cups, Libra. Let's see what he's got there, too. What do you got?
A book and a mountain. First, there is a mountain.
Yeah, there's obviously obstacles to overcome in your relationship here if you're interested. Or maybe you're breaking, should you end your relationship with your brother, could have more obstacles attached to it than you may think. And you may have to think about this more. I'm going to look at this book here and tie it into that 4 of Cups. And I think what it's saying is, weigh this carefully, because if you end your relationship with your brother, that could be for sure it, okay? So make sure it is what you really want to do here. I think here with
The 9 of Swords.
the 9 of Swords reversed, I'm sorry, you may feel you will have more peace of mind if you do this. And that, but But the family unit, how are other people in the family going to be affected by this? And should you care? So I guess that's why the Four of Cups is here. So, you need to really think of all the ramifications and any more further obstacles or things that could be troublesome if you make this move.
The Ten of Pentacles may just sort of indicate the idea that you two may be the only family you have. I don't know what else you have. I don't know if you have parents or if you're close to parents or anyone else in the picture. But sometimes people have great relationships with cousins, aunts, or uncles. Well, me, very peripheral, not really. And so a lot of people may be like that. This could be saying that, to some degree, this represents the sense of family. So it is something you want to think about a lot. Think about what the options are. But that's the truth of the matter is you are thinking about what are the options. Could you have a different kind of relationship with your brother that isn't exactly what it was, but sort of keeps a peace between you and him or a peace between you and others? Maybe that's so. The book could be saying, you have to still work through that because that still represents some difficulties. Even if you change the relationship, it may be that it will always present a certain amount of obstacles. I know this from personal in my family where a situation happened between two of my siblings.
I need the cards back. We got to do a yes-no.
All right.
So what I'm saying is, regardless of what this yes-no says,
Those are right.
You need to think about things. And let's see if it says it's in your best interests. I feel here it's a little ambiguous. It's saying just make sure you know what you're going to face once you do that and you're good with that. No, because there could be some problems, whether it's with other family, whether it's your brother that causes you problems, involved in this.
And I agree with Banshee too. The Nine of Swords reversed does indicate your sense, I think, of relief of that pressure or that constraint of anxieties or trauma or situations that maybe come from that relationship. Okay, so she's going to do a quick yes or no, Libra, so hang on for a moment.
Wow.
And we asked it that way, should you end that relationship?
Well, it's not a definite yes, but
it's
leaning towards yes. And I want to see something here. I don't know if this is significant at all, but both aces, which came out in the first two piles, came on the 10th card, each one.
October is the 10th month, amongst other things.
Yeah. And the other card is the King of Cups reversed. Your brother doesn't seem to be very stable emotionally. I don't want to say he's addicted to something, but I mean sometimes, the King of Swords, there could be addictions, whether it's alcohol or something else, gambling, some things that are not healthy, but definitely not in an emotional good place. So it's leaning towards yes, you might be better off breaking this tie, but I think you really need to think of all of the ramifications first. And if this is really going to affect other people in your family, maybe talk it out with them and, tell them your reasons and your rationale for taking these steps at this time.
You took the words out of my mouth, Libra, but I was going to say that because that's the King of Cups. The King of Cups represents a person who really can be cruel.
Okay.
Mean. Even if he does feel emotional bonds, he's like me. He's a sarcastic Scorpio, maybe.
So basically he has anger management issues, it sounds like. And you probably are better off without him. And, there's only so much you should have to take. But just be sure, to be aware, too, that even though you say it's over, he may still try to give you grief if he's an angry person. So if there's just a way to just keep backing off more maybe and trying to get that message out there, I don't have time for this, I don't have time for you right now, sorry, bye.
Good luck.
But I wish you luck with that. It does sound like it's going to be a little tricky. All right.
Thanks, Libra.
Okay, V is up.
V. What can I expect
Hey,
this
you're
month?
welcome, Libra.
You are welcome. Very welcome.
What can I expect this month? Okay.
I'm going to use the cat people. Because after all, cats and Halloween go together, and it's Halloween month.
It is.
What can you expect this month? Besides happy hour, we will be back, of course, on Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. So check that out too. Pretty much doing what we're doing here, with the only exception that it's actually a lot busier. So if you don't get there early, you may not get there at all.
True that. There's no Lions game this week. They have a pass. The Tigers, however, are playing off on Saturday and Sunday, I believe. The Cleveland Guardians.
All right, so V wants to know what they can expect for this month. And it's the reversed Nine of Swords. Another 9, the reversed Nine of Pentacles. And the Knight of Swords.
Wow. Well, here.
The Ring. The Poison Ring here. And the Fountain.
Wow, V. Do you have a steady right now? Do you have somebody steady in your life right now? If not, I feel you might meet somebody in October. You know, that Knight of Swords there. Looks like it could be an air sign. And I have a feeling it comes from, you might meet this person from a social engagement. You know, whether you're out with friends, whether wherever you are.
This is a party month, right?
Right. You know, a Halloween party, a wedding, whatever the case may be, or just out socializing. You might meet somebody through friends that, maybe you're going to feel more committed to. Or if you are with somebody right now, I feel that, things are going to start improving in that relationship, but there's just something there you might feel is missing. So you might meet somebody, but you're sort of feeling like kind of a mixed bag about this person. Like there's a lot to like, but there's some things you wish were there that you're not seeing, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Sure does.
And one other thing, I think this is a time where you're going to feel less pressure on yourself in October. There's less pressure. There's less stress in your life. It feels like if anything's been haunting you or making you lose sleep at night, it's going to dissipate.
I like the idea that maybe the Knight of Swords could represent either what's going on relationship-wise now, like maybe you're getting tighter with a person, or that maybe it is coming, and like Banshee said, through a social engagement. I get the feeling, though, that this person may not appear to you as having a lot of depth, or that at times it seems like, oh, I thought they were deeper than that. And then other times they're like, wow, the Nine of Swords, maybe this person presents as somebody who has overcome some sorrows or anxieties in their lives. But the Nine of Pentacles sort of says that maybe they're not as ambitious as you might like, or they don't feel, maybe I'm wrong there, maybe there's a drive though between two different forces in some ways, one that is exaggerating a past that they're not necessarily comfortable with, and the other is maybe representing where they really want to go in the future.
Well, you know what? That was another thing I was going to bring up when he brought up comfort level, because I thought to myself, you're going to meet this person and you're going to kind of feel like, is this the one, or why do I feel like something's missing? And they might want to move kind of fast. They kind of might want to move faster than you might want. So you may want to slow them down just a little bit here. But I think that in time, you may find that they might be good for you. I just feel like you might want to give this one a little bit more time, because your initial impressions may not be totally the big picture about this person.
So, right, it could be, maybe that's what I'm picking up on, is that there is some depth there, but it may take a while before it really reveals itself. And maybe they have some trusting issues, too, and that they need to feel more comfortable as well as you.
So I don't know, V, if this is relating to somebody you're with now, or you're interested in now, or you've been dating, or if this is somebody new, but that's what we see for October.
Good luck.
Good luck with that. And Victoria wanted a general, right?
Yes, Victoria wants a general. And we will close almost on time.
Yeah, almost.
Nice.
We'll just cut off Violet's reading. Oh! I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Don't forget to check out the Material Matters this Sunday at 10 a.m. It's a lively reading. We're all drinking coffee and laughing like crazy at stuff.
I'm just getting back at you for closing the list with him behind my back.
She's right. I'm the one. I did it first. I cannot tell a lie.
I'll deal with him later.
Uh-oh. Only Violet can save me. Violet, if I'm not back on Saturday...
Well, I've got the
Call the
unfinished
police.
business creepy tarot for you, Victoria. Your first card is not so creepy in a way, though, because it is the Six of Wands upright. And then you have the King of Swords upright. Wow. And then you have the Ace of Wands upright. What the hey? I don't know. It looks like you're headed towards some victory. The Six of Wands is a sign of being very pleased with something you accomplish in October and the results. And it may receive attention from others. Are you planning on getting another book out there, or another, what do you call it, Kindle Vella or whatever? But it seems as though something you're doing is going to attract attention, and positive attention. You know, it's almost like putting you in the spotlight a little bit here. And with the Ace of Wands here, I mean, this could lead to something new, or it could be because you have started something new that's getting well received. I'm going to stop there and hold off on the King of Swords for a minute.
Well, I'm sort of doing Gestalt here, and I sort of feel all of these cards sort of pretend that, as a general reading goes, something's going to happen maybe soon that sort of kicks off a new victory for you, victory tour, or new emphasis. You know, you're recognized for something you're doing here, and I think it's creative. That was the Ace of Wands, right?
Yeah.
The King of Swords just adds the idea that there's something really empowering and liberating, and that you're maybe actually leading here, that maybe somehow an opportunity gives you some sort of ownership of this thing, or some sort of leadership here.
Well, I'm wondering if that King of Wands isn't somebody who...
Swords.
I'm sorry, yeah. The King of Swords isn't somebody who, how should I say, has seen what you're doing and is intrigued by it. And I don't know if they want to partner up with you or they want to invite you on some show, maybe. Whatever the case may be, this is going to be a good spotlight for you, I think.
And I think it could also be yourself, though.
But that's the woman, right?
Yeah.
And the clouds.
Right.
And it's really, usually when it's this way, it is the light side facing the person. And, but it's hard to say with this particular image of the clouds.
Oh.
So I would say this, that you may need some, you may need some clarity here on, or maybe something about this whole thing is confusing you. I don't know whether you want to partner up or do this thing with this person, or if it has something to do with this new opportunity that may come out of all of this. There's some confusion that needs to be clarified and cleared up. Make sure that whatever this is, you have all the facts before you do something. But I have to say, other than the Lenormand, there really isn't a dark cloud up here.
I wonder if it is involved with what you're saying there. Maybe that's possible, and that maybe, it leads to, something really noticeable for you because of this help you're giving. The Ace of Wands could add to its creative flow.
Well, they're going to be very happy for the help if that's what the Six of Wands is about. But
they're going to really thank you.
I think this must be something else.
Yeah.
But you never know. Maybe there will be some referrals that could help you. But whatever the case may be, I think something big is going to open up for you in October. Something new, something exciting, and
good luck with that.
With the Six of Wands, it could take you on a very positive track to success. So I wish you luck.
I'm wondering if this is what it's talking about. Seems like this could be an interesting focus. Good luck with that. All
right, that's what we have for you. I don't know. I'd like to think it's something bigger than that, but...
Well, I'm thinking it leads to an opportunity.
It could. I guess it could.
It leads to some other thing.
Maybe you can use some of the work you've done for that person to promote yourself. I don't know.
Yeah.
But lots of positivity there in October. That's all I got to say.
A lottery ticket. Well,
talk
to this one.
I didn't see the money there, Victoria didn't get to see my lucky hat. You'll just have to watch my Material Matters show to see it.
Yeah, we can't reach it right now.
It's way in the corner there. I'll be wearing it on my Material Matters show. But the Fiber Magic made it so awesome.
It's a really cool hat. Okay, so
and I'll be wearing it when I play lottery numbers.
Violet, who or what am I becoming spiritually over the course of the next few months and in 2025? I'm going to use the Tarot of Oppositions.
You chose that deck?
Yes, because it's our mutual deck of sorts.
It is, but I don't know. I look at that one as kind of a specialty deck.
True, but I want to use it more often.
Okay.
Do you want to shuffle it too?
No.
Okay.
I think you should just do it like we normally do. I gave her specific things I wanted her to do, or ideas, and she did such a great job. It's so awesome. I'm actually going to do a photo thank you where I show myself modeling all sides of the hat.
Okay, so just keep in mind that the Tarot of Oppositions has both reversed and upright meanings on the card, and you are encouraged to maybe find that there's a blendable area, an area where they overlap a little bit. So I have the Eight of Swords, and it's upright, but I can't help but look at the reversed image where...
Let's throw them all out.
Okay.
But I think we are going to take the cards one at a time, yeah.
And then the upright Six of Cups.
Ooh, this is so telling, Violet.
And then the reversed King of Swords.
Okay, the King of Swords reversed is upright. Okay. Let me get these out. Oh, this is going to be... I think you'll be impressed with how I handle this, Mr. O. But what is Sir Pumpkinhead doing here?
I don't know.
Oh, it's an ally. It's the dog or the cat card. Could be a spirit ally, Violet.
Well, because
Could be Uncle Alan.
So, you're asking, what are you becoming or spiritually? And I wonder, like, you're moving into an area now where it is becoming more fungible and you can more easily release yourself from things that are holding you back. There's still something there a little bit that maybe serves a purpose. You know, the idea that some things are still challenging for you for a reason, perhaps.
I want to go through and which one is this again?
It's the Six of Cups.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry, it's the Four of Cups.
I thought you said 6 before.
It's the 4. I'm sorry. Sorry.
And I had everything planned because I wanted to go through those two together, but that's okay. Actually, that might be more helpful to me. So, with the Eight of Cups, remember, he says we integrate the messages together, but because they have an up and a down side, I always feel that the top of it is more dominant. So that's kind of how I read it.
Okay.
And so I feel here that things that you feel that have been holding you back and restricting you, the self-doubts, the different things that have been plaguing your progress, you know, that really you're going to find that it was easier to release yourself from them than you thought. But that doesn't mean you need to not think about it some more. You need to decide, though, once you release yourself, where do you want to go from here? And you really need to make a choice. You know, here there are a lot of opportunities out there for where you develop spiritually and what you become. And I think here what this might be saying is that, first off, don't miss out on that. Look for the signs and look for things that really draw you to draw to you on a spiritual level. And I think here you don't want to miss an opportunity that might present itself by ignoring the signs. But I almost think it's like coming as a sign, you know, like an epiphany again. And maybe that's where that King of Swords comes in. I'll stop here, though, for now.
So I agree mostly with that. The idea is that it's not going to be very easy to really make a choice, and that a lot will determine how you look at things without the choice being taken. So in other words, you may want to actually consider what are the negative impacts of not taking the choice in order to maybe bring yourself closer. So in other words, this may involve a situation where you still feel some amount of troubling ties to other situations, and this still may represent the idea that you're going to still walk on eggshells a little bit, not exactly sure how to choose, or sometimes leaning more towards the choice but still wondering about those what if effects.
But the King of Swords is here, and you know, there is this there's this push-pull here, you know, this ability to make the right decisions for yourself seems prominent and dominant here, but there's always this idea that you second guess yourself. You know, you allow yourself to get confused, you know, by maybe the shiny, sparkly things that you feel you should be going after, but are they really right for you? You know, you have to take a more pragmatic approach to what it is that you really feel is right for you. And, you know, there's a lot of things that could distract you from that.
Some of the questions or things you're thinking about or choices you're thinking about really involve the fine-tuning of where you can put pressure on things to affect your will, or where you may need to let things flow naturally because they may already be going that way. In other words, not overly adding energy that you don't need to do for some reason or the other.
So, you know, spiritually, I almost feel like you might connect with something, and I see the black cat and Pumpkinhead here. Sir Pumpkinhead, and it really doesn't have to be a male entity, but I do feel that maybe there is an ally out there for you that may connect with you, or some healing energy or element that you're going to gravitate towards. And this could be a really strong bond, but or this one's a really hard one for me to read in this situation.
Well, it could be somebody that you already know in some respect, or that you already have a connection to. Maybe it's any of the various spirit guides you've worked with, or Uncle Alan, or people like that. But it feels mostly like you are placing your loyalty in them because you know you can trust them fully. And that too seems to come through as a minor theme in the cards, is where you find your level of trust for most things, really.
And the only other thing is, could this be somebody on this plane that that you can trust their wisdom? Maybe this is somebody who could be a friend and a mentor. And it, like I said, it doesn't have to be a male. It can be just somebody out there that you really connect with and that you can learn from. Maybe suddenly you'll realize that they're leading you towards a path that you want to pursue. So I can't rule that out either, but I'm getting this, I just have this distinct feeling that it's more, on the other side of the veil or whatever. It's on another plane. So, a spirit ally. So you'll have to really kind of meditate on that one. I'm not completely sure. But we didn't give you real answers to what you are becoming. I think ultimately out of this, if you free and you liberate yourself and you carefully look for the signs, you're going to make the right choice here. But but if you're careless and you allow yourself to get distracted and you allow your self-doubts to rule over your personal power, then you could take steps backwards. So I do like this deck because it kind of shows what could be on either side here,
a fungibility
and how
of
it's
some
up
sort.
to you. Good luck
with that.
Good luck with that. All right, 9/11. Woo, we ended at 9/11.
Hey there.
All right, well, that's what we have for everybody. And thanks for coming today. It was a great show. Really enjoyed it. And Sonny did too. He slept through most of it. I'm relieved. So thanks, everybody. And stay tuned. Honest, I'm going to have to light a fire under Mr. O, but we are going to have some giveaways this month. So take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day or evening. And good to see you again too, Victoria. Don't be a stranger. It seems like you've been doing some shows lately I've missed. So I'm going to have to try to keep after your Twitter page more and just go down it sometimes. I miss things because I've been off and on of here different times of the day. So anyway, take care. We'll try to keep in touch with everyone. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye for now.